Is the stock market currently overvalued? It's February 2025. This should not be taken as financial advice, just some random guy on the internet sharing with you my thoughts. Based on metrics like price to earnings ratio and Shiller price to earnings ratio, the market is at extreme high valuations right now. The Shiller PE ratio specifically, there's only been 2 times previously in history when the market has held such high valuations as now. One previous time was the 1999 dot-com bubble, and the next time was July of 2021. Historically, the average Shiller PE ratio is around 16. Currently, as we record this, we're sitting at a Shiller PE ratio of just under 38. Another indicator that we might use, that I use to determine whether the stock market is overvalued or not, is arguably the greatest investor of our time, or maybe any time, Warren Buffett, who owns Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated. He's currently sitting on over $300 billion of cash, fully 1/3 of his $1 trillion market capitalization of Berkshire Hathaway. If one of the greatest investors in history has adopted a more defensive stance and moved to approximately 30% in cash, what does that mean? He sees the market as having less and less opportunities as the valuations go higher and higher. And as such, he hasn't been compelled to re-employ that capital back into the market at these current valuations. I tend to agree with that. It's my opinion also that the market is holding high valuations, and I don't think anybody would argue that. Now, does that mean you should sell all your stocks today? No, because as we've seen in the past, the market can maintain high valuations for extremely long time periods. In fact, currently, the market has been overvalued for coming on 3 years now. So it doesn't mean that things will happen abruptly and correct towards the more historically average price to earnings ratios. But we can probably again take a lesson from Warren Buffett, perhaps look at repositioning ourselves to a more defensive stance. I'm not going to give specific recommendations in this video. I may put together another video here soon and share some ideas about how I think you could take a more defensive stance in your portfolios. After holding my stock positions for 8 years without trading a single share, recently I did something to better position myself for the current market environment. If you want to know what I've done, you can watch that video here.